You live?
Yo, bet. What's up, Ken?
Chilling, chilling.
Man, look, I'm gonna let the people matriculate. You know how it does. But man,
Mhm.
game seven Boston, man. Or
What?
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
game 6.
game six,
You
game
mean
seven,
game 7,
okay.
OKC, Denver.
Yeah, Denver. Yeah. You
Yeah.
surprised?
Huh?
Are you surprised?
Not really. I think Denver was gonna be a tough out. And um, I think SGA didn't help when he picked up those fouls. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot for Denver. They gonna be tired.
Yeah.
But
But that's the reason why I was like game five wasn't a must win for Denver. Like it wasn't a must win.
mm,
Um
that's why I felt that was a must win for OKC.
mm.
Yep.
Yeah, it would have been worse for OKC if they would have lost that game. It would have been worse.
Hmm.
What do you think about Glock Purdy getting broke off with a quarter Billy?
It wasn't 60. It just can't get that man 60.
I didn't see the break. I just saw the total, the 5 year, 265. What they break down per year?
Yeah, I think it's like 53.
It's still a lot, but it's
53
the
of them.
going. It's the market for the for quarterbacks. It's the
Right,
market for
right.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But all right, enough for sports. Then in sports, you could catch us live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The best late night sports talk show on the internet. Tune in if you are a sports fan. But the reason why we're here today is we just talked about it on the Rundown Live, Ken. We talked about the freestyle with Joey, Ab, and Big Sean. And then Ray Vaughn responded within 24 hours, including a music video. And then here we got Joey Badass with the joint called The Finals. Now, here's the thing, Ken. You've been extremely lukewarm with this whole situation. Is it heating up for you, or are you still feeling the same way?
um, I still feel the same way. I do see, a lot of uptick in coverage. I
Uh,
guess people are getting more and more interested in what is happening. I think Reason jumping in, add a little bit of extra sauce to it. But
uh,
but yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw Joey drop the finals, I was like, all right, cool for you to drop that so quickly. But overall, I still feel the same about how I feel about this whole thing.
man. I will say this, Ken. I feel like this is re-energizing Joey, and we haven't heard Joey sound this good in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that is that going to lead to a better sounding project? I don't know. Because I feel like after 1999 and a couple of joints, you already know I'm bad with names. Joey hadn't had the same luster. Like you listen to it, and you can pick out joints because he's not a shabby rapper by no means,
Hmm.
but the exceptional bars weren't always there throughout projects. So I don't know if this is going to ignite that for him, but I do like this for the space of hip hop. And I keep saying that, and I'll say this because I haven't said this yet. I like the fact that we have a diss session going back and forth, and it's strictly about the bars. And I feel like hip hop can take this, and it doesn't have to be nasty. It could just be music. And also, remember how we were talking about how the precedent may have been set with Kendrick and Drake with response times and this, then, and the third. We're seeing it now, Ken. Like niggas are literally responding within 24 hours. Where back in my day, that shit would take weeks,
Hmm.
if not months. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that the technology is a bit different, and things are easier to record now. Like you literally all you need is a mic, a computer, and pretty much that's it, some headphones, and saying an engineer, and you can put something out within 30 minutes if you're that fast. But I do like that we're seeing the fallout from Kendrick and Drake go into this, and I think this is a positive thing, you know what I'm saying, for the sport of hip hop. I wouldn't necessarily say it's positive, because you know hey man, they taking shots. You say he called him gay Vaughn, like he started rhyming Ray
That
with a whole
was
bunch of
funny.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So depending on how sensitive you are, it could go somewhere. But I think they both have kind of put it out there that, they not, it's just a friendly fade. Like it's just music, it's just bars. And as long as they keep it there, I think this is good for the sport of hip hop.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go much further from this. I think this is where it's gonna stay. Because I think it's just all. Yeah, I'm not gonna regurgitate everything I said on the live, but I think
Yeah.
it's gonna stay kind of right where it's at. But ultimately, where do we end? Like when I saw the finals, I'm like, okay, is this the last track? Are we
Hmm.
finally done? Is that why he's saying it? Or is it just him playing on the NBA and the finals coming up? I think it's going to be the latter, especially now that Reason has responded with this track. So what is he going to do with Reason? How
Yeah.
do you address him? Where the hell is Daylight? And do we even want to hear from Daylight?
Well,
So
he deleted that picture of Capital Steez.
okay.
So
Well, that's
yeah,
good.
that is good. He shouldn't have went there. And I don't know if it was you or B that said, he got in his feels, he got a little emotional, which I agree, and that's not the right way to respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Joey's here. CJ Fly is here. Like there's people that you could shoot at, that you don't need to, do that. And to me, that was a little tasteless. I have not heard the Reason joint yet, Ken, but it doesn't surprise me that has responded because Joey put his name in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, playing with words, but
Hmm.
he put his name in there. And I think the West just gotta, they gotta stand up. If you feel, again, Joey's throwing darts across the nation, and if you felt that dart hit you, then you gotta. I think it is a good thing to respond. But I think the more interesting thing though, Ken, is that we aren't getting anybody else from New York really saying or kind of getting into it outside of CJ Fly.
Yeah, because Joey done started this mess on his own for no apparent reason, and that's not whatever. But yeah, it's just like, what are you doing and why? And I go
Yeah.
back to a little bit of what I said is like, why are you even doing this? What are you doing? Like, what's the whole purpose of you trying to claim that you're the best? New York could have ultimately been, he after 1999, he had a legit shot at it,
Yeah.
but he opted to go elsewhere.
Yeah. So, okay, did you
So
hear that Reason track?
I did. I
Okay.
did.
So I see the chat saying that they want us to react live since I didn't hear it. You want to do that or
Yeah, I can play it. I can play it.
yeah,
I'll cue it up. I'll cue it up.
cue it up.
Um, it's a very interesting track from Reason.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It was it. But I want to stay on the finals thing. What did you think about the finals while I cue up
Yeah.
the Dead
So
Apple?
s- I felt like as much as I like Ray Vaughn, and I said I thought Ray Vaughn was up after the freestyle, then his song, I think Joey's back up. I think Joey's back up. I think this song is the most directed one that Joey has done. Um, and I think it just shows the levels of MC. And not saying that Ray Vaughn is not nice, clever, or anything like that. Like nothing negative against Ray, but I think Joey is a caliber or a tier above Ray. And he showed it, especially on this one. I think the other ones, especially like the Ruler's Back, and then the one that had that jazzy joint that Conductor did, was showing Joey that he can make a song with a directed point of emphasis. But this one was like, nah, bro. Like I know who my targets are, and I'm shooting at y'all, and I'm aiming directly for y'all. So I liked it. I think that this is the best one. I feel like Joey continues to kind of like one up himself. You know what I'm saying? Because the freestyle was just literally 2 days ago.
Yeah, that TD East line was funny.
Yes,
I
TD
did like
East.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, TD East. I thought that was cool. Um, the Sugar Ray Vaughan thing was cool. It's like right there. I
Mm-hmm.
think there was another one.
Yeah, he just kept playing with his name.
Yeah, he
Yep,
just kept
yep,
playing
yep.
with his name. I thought was cool. Just really just kind of, just really diminishing like his whole like career and his placement on TD, which is interesting
Yep.
because I think there is an opportunity for Ray Vaughn on TDE. I think he
Mm-hmm.
makes music that is accessible, and Ray Vaughn, I think, after listening to the mixtape, I did enjoy it. He's been really good in the beef. So I think there's an opportunity for him as long as he doesn't get knocked out. And I don't think he is. Like I thought the song was cool. I thought there was some really, really good lines on here. I think for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's just like I, Gra- Joey need to get a good beat, bro. He need to really get something with energy. Let me say it that way. I want to hear some high energy, like type of beat from him. Not this, like, I don't know. It's just all somber and just kind of just like soulful or whatever. It's just like, nah, man, come with.
Damn, that man. It, they cut Ken's TV off. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, look, Pro Era was like, we're not having it. Hey, Ken, you really broken up.
Mhm.
Ken, you're
Yeah,
you
give it
you
a sec.
you
Hold on.
paused. Okay, bet.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this computer is a little slow. But am I back now?
I hear you,
All
but
right.
you moving slow. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't so okay, wait, hold on. So do you think the Red Bull freestyle beat wasn't good enough? Like you felt like that lacked energy? It was too chill?
Which one? The finals?
No. The freestyle. Do you feel like that beat lacked energy too?
From way, way back. Wait, which one? Not the one on the Red Bull
Yeah, the Red
joint?
Bull freestyle. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no,
Like I
that
felt
was fine because that was
okay.
like for a cipher.
Got you.
So it was intended to kind of be very, you know, it was intended to be that way. It's just like my thing is, and maybe it's probably not Joe's fault, but
Mhm.
Ray Vaughn came with a song that had a lot of high energy West Coast
Mhm.
energy, and then I see the finals, and I'm like, all right, man, Joey probably went and got something, that's a little bit more high energy, and he didn't.
Yeah. So
It's just like,
maybe Joey, maybe this is just how Joey feels, where he doesn't feel like he needs to put a lot of energy into him. Like I'm gonna respond, but like I'm chill on you. Like maybe I
nah,
don't know, Ken.
bro.
Obviously, I'm guessing here. Like I have no insight or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just literally outside looking in. I don't necessarily disagree with you. The beats that he has chosen to throw darts on, except for the rulers back in the freestyle one, like they are more chill. They, you know what I'm saying? It isn't high energy or anything like that. So I do agree there. But again, I don't think it's bad beats, but they are interesting choices to
Yeah, I
put
probably
on
went
a
too far in
playlist.
saying it was a bad beat.
Okay.
It's just like, come on, man. Like you like this is supposed to be a beef. It's I don't know. It's very plant based to me. But
Ah!
I got this queued up. So here's what
Uh,
I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Let me see
mhm.
here. Because I think my computer may get a little a little wonky here. It don't want to act right. So let me reset this, refresh here.
Well, Mr. Phenomenal, I see you saying not high energy equals to New York. It seems not like to New York would have been like super boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have went like super boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Like 1999 sounds. You know, he could have went that way. I don't know, Ken. Like these are interesting choices to go back and forth in a war of words. Um, But I'm cool. I'm cool with the lyrical exercise that he's displaying here. Like and for me, with Joey, it is more about the bars than it is the sound for me. So, but I
I
don't
wanted
disagree with
to.
you, Ken.
I'm trying. So what I'm trying to do, everybody that's watching, I'm trying to queue up the Joey's track here as well. So we're gonna listen to that one, and then we're gonna listen to Reasons. So pardon me for not having this prepared. I'm kind of calling a bit of an audible because you guys wanted to see FIFO react to Reasons track. So give me a second. But I wonder if we're gonna get a daylight response.
I hope so. Because I think what he did was a little tasteless. I already said that before. Putting a period. I think it was on Twitter and then posting capital Steez. Which Ken, on the way home from the studio the other night when B had told us, he updated us on what Daylight. I always say Daylight had did on Twitter. I was like, so if he puts a period, that's like the end. And then he posted capital Steez, like, so it's like, bro, like, is you really like that's the route you want to go here? So
yeah,
I thought that was a little interesting.
All right, so here's Joey Badass with the finals. Let's turn that up a little bit. Joey had
I'm bad. Right, stupid, are you dumb? Nigga, 6, nigga, Joey and what kind of top dog is you? You more shit shoe. You was cloned in the lab, dog. You artificial. You known for your label, not because you're artificial. Like, and I ain't gotta talk about I broke you artificial. Cause when I send shots at you, it be hard to miss you. Ain't gotta load a magazine just to press this issue. In fact, these ain't even shots, they miss you. Trying to outclass a badass, so I gotta dismiss you. You all bark, no bite, but hit dogs, going holler. Caught a couple strays, now it's time I put them on the collar. I let them ride while I charge them for top dollar. You the next nigga getting dropped off a top roster, and I'ma be the reason. Okay, bet you sick dog looking for beef with a seasoned vet. I euthanize sick pups, nigga. You gon' see you barking up the wrong tree. Think you fucking with me? It's about time, top. Let your ass off for the leash. Signed for 5 years, yet your biggest moment for me. Can't nobody name a single song you ever released. Even Crash Out wasn't your original beat. Every time Joey drop, you see he eats. I did more for you than the whole of TDE. It's too bad, nigga, you should have been signed to me. Somebody tell Top we about to start TDEs. Funny how they gotta use the pro name for promo on the low, though. I really think you niggas is homo. The way you let that dick sit in your mouth. This that same dick licking I was talking about. You niggas will do anything for the clout. Crash out over niggas who won't even let you in their house. I bet you ain't even got his number. It's funny how the thirst is being disguised as hunger. Should've sat down, been humble, but now I gotta son you. This little ray of light will be the biggest shine of your whole life. I don't just flow, I talk to your soul on the mic. You don't want smoke with me? Please just give me a light. You need me to buzz, I'm light years beyond Ray. Want me to engage, so you mention my fiance. Clearly I ain't scared to get in the ring. I mean, even Javante had to fight a couple bums just to be king. Fuck around, leave me no choice to slave on. Sugar in your tank, but you ain't no sugar rave on. Gave on, keep punching up with them pillow hands. You ain't even the middle man, you just a little man. Fuck whipping feet, we throw hands like Ray Man. You ain't no Ray Liotta, how much you made, man. Said I wouldn't talk about your pocket. But hey man, you need an optician just to see Ray-Bans. Go fetch a coffee for your CEO. Cause judging by the numbers, clearly I can see he old. Your mouth running cause your pockets run on low. I'm active and I'm active. Yeah, and that's something only me and Pac would know. Play with fire, then you gon' get burned. Listen and learn, kid. You was better off as the intern. Better yet, a mascot. Been a beast with these flows, nigga. You can ask that. Illuminati Part 2. Yeah, that was my last shot. And it's the difference between that and rulers back, let's be clear. I salute you, Kenny, but I know you well aware. You looking for some competition, then just know that I'll be right here. Straight like that.
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
He said, hey man, you watch a competition, I'm right here.
Don't do that.
And you know what, Ken? He mentioned something that I said in the live yesterday. Bye, Remy. that, you know, when he threw the darts across the nation, Ray Vaughn got hit. He felt the type of way, and he said something. And this is raising his profile. Like, literally, Joey has done more for Ray Vaughn than what TDE has done for him. You know, not saying that they didn't give him an opportunity, this, that, and the third, but they had to manufacture the spotlight, and Joey gave him an opportunity to step in the ring. And he did it. You know what I'm saying? And people are now talking about Ray Vaughn more because of it. So...
Yeah, yeah. It's just, you know, no, he definitely has some good jabs in there, some good punches. I think he landed a couple, definitely on there. You know, the Kenny line is funny. So I don't know, is he trying to call Kendrick Lamar out? Because I don't know if he wants to do that.
Unlike Mr. Might Delete Later, I think Joey's standing on it. You know, he mentioned them by name, and I don't think Joey's backing down. You know what I'm saying? I think J. Cole is too, and I don't mean this in a negative way. But I think J. Cole may be a bit too emotional to handle the type of, to go back and forth, because we know it's not a skill deficit. Like, we know J. Cole got the bar. Like, we heard him on Port Antonio, we heard him on Clouds. Like, the nigga can rap, so it's not an issue of rap ability with J. Cole. I think it's just he didn't want to go down that road, and it was an emotion too emotional for him. I don't think Joey's emotionally invested like that. I think he has respect for his peers. You know, but I think he wants the smoke, and you know what, Ken? I think this is smart for Joey's career. You know, because let's be honest. You know, Ray Vaughn said, you know, you let Ice Spice become the king of New York. Like, literally, who is the king of New York? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Joey's just coming for the crown, and if that means, hey, bro, I gotta go against the biggest dude in hip hop that happens to be from the West. Hey, I'm right here. Shoot your shot.
Yeah. Well, that what did he say? You know, you'll be the next to get dropped off TDE. That'll be the reason.
Yeah.
Well, Reason felt some kind of way about it.
He sure did.
He dropped his own track, and it's called The Dead Apple. So I'm gonna go ahead and cue that up right here.
The Dead Apple. Okay.
And I had some criticisms of this as well, FIFO.
Okay.
But I'll let you hear it first.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it.
So, dear Joey, ain't expect my name to be spoken. That shit really hurt my heart. I could truly say that it's broken. I get it's just a bar, but when I sit down and focus, it's a coast jealousy that you niggas thought we ain't noticed. Y'all used to be the Mecca, you niggas was really goated. We heard your techniques and applied it while y'all was gloating. The sacrificial lamb, the soloist with no band members, Joey Kaepernick. Nobody gonna take a stand with y'all. Used to have this texture of struggle and really roughing it. Hit a bumpy road, slick fell off, now you on sucker shit. West State, the course, our name blew up and puffed a bit. And speaking of puff, you niggas been on some nutty shit. This ain't the New York I know. This ain't the New York I know. This ain't the New York I know. This ain't the New York I know.
We're not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that.
Never been dropped, had to slide for my interest. Left up 100, asked God as my witness. Stepping on my own, cause I needed my percentage. Unique chain, boy, I'm cold independent. Step one, two, step one. Don't worry, Rafer, I ain't gonna take your battle for this. Step one, two, doing a light jab off the principle. Step one, two, step. Yeah, homies. The shot ain't direct enough, but fuck it, you mentioned me, I'm with the drama. The cipher was cold, I run it back for you and Ollie is soul beside you. I push a button like it's debit, my nigga. I never sue, but I settle it, nigga. The clip hungry, I done fed it, my nigga. We ain't good, fellas. I just pressure you, nigga. Method acting turning into personas. Unique in your posture. I turn into Ronnie if it's about the violence, but you ain't surviving. It's the West turning turning up the temperature. You want the top spot, nigga, climb it. In a 20V Joe, like a lock in a phone, mentories, I'm pressing and sliding. I come and step over there, nigga. Ain't no respect over here, nigga. I was to get in the booth, but fuckers really left over there, nigga. Y'all went from rapping no corners to me. The corner is depth over there, nigga. I know y'all doing this shit for a rollout, but I'm really pressed over here, nigga. Cause I've been the quiet one that was lined up to line up petitions, nigga. Come and sign up. This for anybody trying to mention my name. I ain't tolerating. I'ma slide something. I don't care what season it is. Some of these niggas dying. I'm at all of them. Don't care if I ain't got a reason like top before signing me. I'ma find one. Step 1, 2, step. Step on a nigga, but hit me a nigga could say 10 other words, but chose my name. Now shit can get devilish, nigga. Griselda, the only niggas that was holding shit down when y'all wasn't present, my nigga. I step on a nigga, I step on a nigga, I step on a nigga, I step on a nigga.
I'm glad you did it after you already suffered defeat.
You
Get the fuck out of here, Tech. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. New York, the real New York. I'm outside. I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Colorado. Come to my block and see me, my nigga.
Popped out, went straight to the booth. Nigga, Reeves, where you been? What the fuck? I ain't spooked. Nigga, satellite dishes, we'll put it on your roof. Nigga, turn Islam and choose peace. I ain't lone, nigga. I can catch a friendly with the homies. That's just how it is. Y'all come and try it, let it sing like a quiet kid. Whole lot of steppers carry cannons like Mariah did. Calm all that bass in your voice. We the pioneers. Oh shit, niggas all bad. The best rapper in New York on a podcast. I button up this shirt and give out jaw taps. This ain't clout chasing, nigga, what you call that? This ain't about paper, nigga, what you call that? I bring it right to where nigga law on that. We whack a nigga, better guard, never fall back. It's the Lamo, let's get started, nigga. I'm with all that nigga. Turn into a slave on a whip and pick apart a nigga. Like the defibrillators, pressing, I bring out the heart, niggas. Dreading this shit long as Dwayne Carter, nigga. I crash on any nigga, cause I love it more. It ain't just Joey, it's for any nigga coming for him. You can speak on me and top, I ain't got nothing for it. Cause that's my business with them niggas, that ain't none of yours. As God is my witness, my hand on my 40. I'm way too forgiving, the devil still on me. I mentioned, I'm tempted, the block keep on calling. I'm probably gonna spend it, my nigga. Blessings extended, the ghetto still on me. Don't talk to me different, my nigga. I'm way too forgiving, my hand on my 40. Lately I've been tempted, my nigga.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yo.
Hey, man.
Yo.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey.
Yo.
Hey, look, FIFO. Because when he completely set it up nice. Because remember the criticisms. I didn't want to give it away. So when I heard him, like, bro, what the hell is he doing? Same thing about Joey, right? Even though the beat's not as whack as I made it out to be. But when I was like, man, why is Reason rapping over this? Like, what are we doing? This is there's supposed to be a battle, a beef. Make this shit fucking interesting. And then the beat change. I'm like, there we fucking go.
Yeah.
And then he had another beat change.
Yo, wait,
Man,
hold on. Let's talk about these beat changes because I like when he started off, I'm like, okay, cool. Like he wants the people to hear what he's saying. So it's not really a lot of beat there. But then when he switched to that first one, and then it's knocking. That's bumping the whip music right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. And then he brought the energy that you was talking about that Joey has lacked. And he was riding that beat hard, like dope as hell. But then when he took that I'm from New York and made it West, okay. So Ken, like I think that is something that Joey is lacking is the musicality of it,
the entertainment value.
Yes,
the entertainment value. That's why Ray Von's track is high energy. There's an entertainment value to it. Yep. When you go back to the Drake Kendrick, you had Family Matters. Yep. You had Like That. You had Euphoria had one. You had Not Like Us. Entertainment value to it. If that's what this is supposed to be, competition is a sport. Make the fucking shit entertaining.
Yeah, no, 100%. Now, Reason did that. So it's interesting now. Like, okay, so it's really about to be 20v1. like Joey's opened up a can of worms that if he continues to add names to the records that he's making, that I don't know if he wants them problems. I know he's going for the throne, Ken. But Reason just showed, like, bro, hey, it ain't sweet over here.
Yeah. I mean, he showed that Reason has laid back music. He has up tempo tracks, but yeah, when I heard that first beat, I'm like, oh man, bro, like you're gonna jump into this, and then that's the track you're gonna give us. Like honestly, that ain't enough. That wasn't enough for me. And I was just like, hey man, I gotta call it like I see it. But you know, the second beat drop, the flow was on point, and then the third beat drop, I'm like, all right, there you go. Like you did what needed to be done. So now, and I was thinking about that point, like now is because of one word, and he made a point. It was like all these words in the fucking dictionary, you picked that one. So whether it was about him or not, he took it that way and responded. So now what does Joey do? So Joey, you need to go find somebody with some heat, bro. That's what you need to do and go to work. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Nah, Ken, the way, bro, he flipped like arguably a New York anthem, like one of the biggest New York anthems into a West Coast beat. Like that's literally like, you know, we're shitting on you. Like, we're taking your stuff and we're stomping it. Like essentially we have taken over the mecca of hip hop. Like we are the standard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's essentially what the musicality, the beats that Reason decided to go over. That's essentially what he did with that. Man, you know what, man? We need to reach back out to Reason. We need to reach back out to Reason and be like, man, what was it? Like what was it? Why do you feel you had to respond so harshly? You know what I'm saying? I need to know.
Yeah. So again, Joey has some lines. He has some lyrics. He had a scheme, et cetera, et cetera. So in terms of like the rapping part of it, you know, it wasn't bad. He did his thing, you know. I don't think that it was as good as the cypher lines he had. I thought those were definitely way better. But you know, I'll be honest, I got swayed by the beat change, you know, and it is what it is. You know, we like what we like. And but I'm not saying that Joey was a slouch rapping, but it's just like, and you know, and I you know, modified my stance on the beat. It is better than I given it credit for. But nah, man, like when you're in this, you know, you have two audiences. You have people that like lyrics, and then you have people that like, you know, beats, and then you have people that like both. So, and you know, how you gonna come out on top if you're dropping this and people listen to him like, oh, okay, you know. So now I think when he said that, I am curious to see what does who comes to Joey's aid, you know, because he is by himself. And you know, so what next? Where is where's everybody else? You know, that's gonna happen. Where's CJ Fly and all these other people?
Man, this might not be their battle now. Like, you know, CJ had his back, but we haven't heard CJ in a minute now. You know what I'm saying? This might not be nobody else's battle, but Joey, regardless of however many people decide to jump into it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I feel like this is one of those things that if Joey doesn't mention any more names, I don't think you should just insert yourself. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because it's pretty evident that, you know, this is more about Rayvon, and if Daylight responds, and you know, he said Reason's name. Well, he didn't. It was a play on words, but you know, we all know the innuendo that was behind the lyric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now Reason felt the type of way. Reason came and, bruh, like, hey, look, and chat. Look, I just hit up Reason. I asked her, hey, come back. Hey, do you want to come back on the show? You know what I'm saying? To explore what you know what I'm saying? What went down, and to break down the lyrics. So we may get Reason back on the show. So definitely stay tuned for that. But now, Ken, I don't know who comes to Joey's defense. I think New York, though.
Let me ask you this. Does he need help?
If you're trying to be the king, then no. Like, you don't need help. You should be able to slay everybody, right? Like that's you know, from legend. That's how legends are born, Ken. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll put it to you like this. Forget all that. He can't let that go unchecked. He cannot let that. And here's the thing. I think he should start with the New York beat. You know what I'm saying? I think he should go. He needs to bring Uptown Baby beat. You know, so Uptown Baby, Uptown. Like it needs to be New York to like it needs to be New York. Like he need to bring some Nas shit. He need to bring halftime. Like he need to put on for New York, Ken. Like big time. Because that's what Reason is trying. Reason is trying New York. Reason tried New York right now. And he's putting the face of New York as you can. The name of the song is Apple Dead.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's not calling out all of New York. I don't think he's gonna go that far.
No, you know. Okay. So you know when you have like a bad experience, you know how like you may go to an establishment, you have a bad experience with a person there, but now like you're sour to the brand. That's all it is. He's having an experience right now with Joey, and Joey is the face of New York. Now I don't think he is saying New York in general is trash, even though you can take some of them lines in there. It is what it is. But he's just utilizing this whole situation as Joey being New York. He's the representation for the whole for that whole state. Right now, Joey's the representation.
Okay, well, we'll see where it go, man. Joey's. We'll see how it go. It's heating up. Okay. It's heating up. I will say that. It's a little bit more interesting. Again, I don't know if I expressed it much. I think Joey definitely has some good lines in the cipher, and he had some good bars in this one too. Like I chuckled, I had a couple of chuckles when I listened to his, the finals, and I think even just taking because school is in, right, and they're all taking their final exam, and he said dismiss you, which could be tied into school or whatever. So there's a lot there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens from here. It's just I'm now watching what else, like who else, if anybody. Yeah. And I don't know. I think I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. I don't know if Joey needs help in this situation. Because because he can rap, and his competition can rap too. It's just a different style. But for people to kind of sit on the sideline and just watch this, I'll be trying to really figure out what does this say. Or is this them saying that, oh man, you got it. You can handle, if you can't handle Rayvon and Reason, then you don't deserve to be the king of New York. Not like saying that they're slouches, but I'm just saying, I think that there's, even though Joey kind of, when he dipped away, he had 1999, then he had 2 albums that were all right. And then it's and now he went to Power, he was good there, and now you're trying to make this comeback. So,
you know what, Karen?
Stand on it. If you're supposed to be the ruler's rule, motherfucker.
I feel like this. I feel, New York has always been singular in a sense that it's never been about power in numbers. It's always been who can slay and be at the top. So why am I going to go help or be on your side? Because that's always been New York's Achilles heel, right? That's the reason why Atlanta took over, because it's oh, you popping, well, let's go make a song. Oh, let's go make a project. Let's, let's have features. Let's put our collective unity of fan bases together and just let's blow up. Where New York has never really been like that. I'm not saying that they've never collaborated. Obviously, the Locks were signed to Rough Riders and to Bad Boy, and obviously you do get features and stuff. But even between Jay-Z and DMX, there was a reluctant not necessarily co-sign, but like a reluctancy on Jay's part to embrace DMX. But then when DMX went huge, it was like, okay, well, you know, let me go over there and tap in real quick. And I think that's just how New York moves, and then also can, you know, on the listening, we've had a couple of New York artists that we've asked this question about. And they're like, man, yeah, I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a byproduct of how New York moves. You know what I'm saying? And also, nobody from the West has mentioned any other New York artists outside of Joey. So
Joey started it.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what about Ice Spice? Is she? Hey man, the streets going in from Ice Spice, bro. Hey, they want to know.
Man, Ice Spice might not be here in the next 2 years, bro. So like, come on.
All right. Well, anyway, that's where we are though. So those are the two new tracks from each coast, and we'll see what happens from here. But yeah, man.
Okay, hold on. But before we close out, who would you like to see from New York say something? Because Griselda was mentioned in a positive light by Reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying them the only niggas holding it down. Would you like to see Griselda? Would you like to see Rome? Would you like to see Ransom? Now Ransom is beyond all that. But would you like to see Rome? Would you like to see who else?
Well, one, I don't know if this was intentional, but definitely was smart to try to keep Griselda out of this. Not like they would jump in it, but yeah, I mean, hey.
But why not? Why not though? Because here's the thing, Ken. Like we've talked about Griselda fatigue. I'm still a fan, so every time they drop something, like I just listen to that new Benny project. Every time they drop something, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel the Griselda fatigue, like outside looking in. This can spark a whole nother thing for them. Because think about nobody's ever taken no shot at Griselda.
No,
they've been embraced.
Yeah, no, they haven't. I honestly don't know outside of like some of the guys you mentioned, Rome and Ransom and guys like that, but I don't think they'll jump into this. This is not. I would think this doesn't seem like their sort of thing. So you're looking at like Joey's kind of circle from that almost like that blog era of rap, and you had CJ Fly's already responded.
Yeah.
They ain't really,
but that's the homie. Like he count, but he don't count. You see, it's like if anybody's gonna say something, it should have been CJ Fly, right? That's like Jordan and Pippen. Like if Pippen don't come over here and get a steal in a block and then an assist to MJ, like what the hell is you doing? Why are you on the court? Like why we wearing the same jersey? You know, so I get that from CJ, but like just the others. Yeah, and here's the thing, Kat, I don't even know. I don't know if they should say something directly, but I think indirectly could be subliminally, like just addressing the situation. I think could be a nice entry point for the likes of the Griseldas or Rome, or I see this the chat saying Stove God. I love Smoke Dizza, but I don't think this is a Smoke Dizza type of thing, even though he do got bars. You know what I'm saying? He got bars, but I don't know if this is a Smoke Dizza type of thing. I see people saying Michi Darko. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would like to see Griselda jump into the ring and claim, holding it down.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about it. I just don't know, and I think maybe that's why Ice Spice running New York right now, because I can't think of anybody else.
All right, end this thing. You talking about Ice Spice? Get out of here,
bro. That's crazy. Hey, yo, maybe Wednesday. We need to do an analysis of New York hip hop. Outside of Griselda and the Rome Streets and all them cats like that, like.
That's gonna be the shortest video in Dead Hip Hop history. It's not good. It's not good. New York is struggling right now.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. I suppose you're right. All right, man. Well,
Mm.
I just saw Coast Contra fly by. Coast Contra is nice.
Are they from New York though?
I don't know. Let me see.
I know
Let me
they're
see.
East Coast, but I thought they were
me
like either
see.
Jersey or Philly or something like that.
Let
I'm not
me
sure if they're
see.
New York.
No, they're not. I
Okay.
thought they were.
Nah.
I don't think I see it.
Yeah, nah. I
It
knew they
says
wasn't
origin
from
LA.
LA. Mm,
At least that's what Google says. I don't know.
yeah.
You know what? Sometimes I don't keep up with where all these guys are from.
Yeah, so RAA said one is Colombian, one is from Philly, and two are from LA. Yeah,
Okay, well, yeah.
because I knew
Damn.
one of them rep Philly heavy, and then the one that's Colombian, his transition from English to Spanish, bro, like arguably the best, being a Hispanic rapper. Who's the guy that messed with Grizel that I say I always like. I'm bad with names. We've reviewed him. El Camino.
Oh,
Yeah, I like how El Camino does it at times, but
yeah.
nah, but he's the nicest one in Coast Contra.
Yeah. Coast Contra dope though.
Yeah, no, they super dope. Super
they
dope.
So, all right. Well, anyway, we'll see where we go from here, man. I don't know what's up next with Joey. I don't know if he's texting folks asking for help. I don't know what's going on.
Damn, Ken, that man not Drake. He not Drake. He not Drake. Come on, Ken. Come on, Ken.
But yeah, anyway, that's it, man. Those are our reactions to the two tracks.
Yep.
We listened to them live, so if y'all came in late, y'all can go check that out.
Yeah.
And
stay tuned, man. We may get Reason on.
What did Joey post
what
on Twitter?
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Hold on before we get off, bro.
Yeah. Ken, what's the magic phrase? Stay on stream.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull up the Twitter. CJ Fly coming back. Okay. CJ Fly said he jumping back in the ring. Hey, I mess with. Hey, you know what? Ferg, because I mess with Ferg, bro. Ferg would be interesting. Ferg would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing them jump in it. Hold on, let's see. Joey Badass Twitter. Let me see what y'all talking about here.
Oh, he said get top on the phone.
That's it?
Yeah, so
bro, what's this filing receipt?
I don't know.
Oh, TDEs. That's funny.
LLC. Yeah.
That's funny. So he put all his tracks on DSPs. The Ruler's Back, Sorry Not Sorry, Pardon Me.
Wow.
At least he's definitely gotten better with the songs though.
Yeah, this is interesting. All right, man. Look, it's heating up. But
that TDE is hilarious though.
It is. He said get top on the phone. But nah, look, we gonna close it out. If something pops off, we will get back on stream. And like I said, be on the lookout for potentially another Reason interview. You know what I'm saying? Break it down. Bad Apple joint he released in response to Joey. But look, man, we're gonna catch you hopefully sooner rather than later. We are in an era where these joints be flying, no pun intended. But yeah, man, we'll catch you guys next time. We out.
Peace.